All right, we're going to try this one more time. I don't know what happened. Whenever I turned it around, it went black. So I took my phone out and put it back in. But for those of you that stick around, I'm going to do an announcement. I'm going to have a little bit of surprise that I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks. And so y'all hang on, don't run off. But I wanted to show y'all, you know, the canvases that I did the other night with Miss Lillian's wood stains. I decided that I wanted to add 2 more canvases to those, so I'm going to turn it around and show y'all what I did here. And yeah, we're back inside. It was just too hot. Okay, let me see. I thought I had this. All right, there we go. All right, what I did is I had done the 2 canvases using Miss Lillian's wood stain, and then I used the chalk couture and I used the inks, and I really loved the way that those turned out, and I got them laying on the floor so that y'all could see. And I wanted to add some more artwork, so what I did is I added this one here. And so that's what I'm going to show y'all tonight, how I did that one. And I really like the white around the design, so I'm leaving it that way. And I'm not going to do a 2-part epoxy over it either, because I really like the way that it looks. And what I did is, as y'all know from the video the other night, this was a canvas that had the staples on the edges. So I took a mold that I carry from Prima and I poured these here, and I really like the way that they fit perfect around the edges. So I'm going to go all the way around each one. As you can see, I had done one and I didn't like it, so I took it off. And so I may put some wood stain on those. I'm not sure yet. But let me get the phone up here and then turn y'all around where y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, I will show y'all first about the molds. What I use is amazing, and it is a 2-part epoxy, and you can get this at Hobby Lobby. Use your 40% off coupon, and make sure that you get the one that turns white, not yellow. And it's really easy to mix up, and these are the cups that come with that. I usually chunk them because whenever you pour, I have found that it runs down the back of the cup like this, and I hate that. So because you can't get it in here, it doesn't pour that easily. And I'm gonna pour one of these. These are the new molds from Redesign with Prima, and I just love them. They are so pretty. But this is the one that I use, and as you can see, I've already got several of these poured up. But so that y'all can see, I thought I'd pour one of these. And whenever you mix equal parts of the Amazing, you stir it. It'll be kind of cloudy whenever you mix the 2. And I really don't just measure. I just more or less eyeball it. You don't have to be that precise, just really close. And I just hold them up and look. I can tell that that's pretty close. And then I mix them together. And you can see that that's a little cloudy. You can see how cloudy that is. So you just want to mix it up until it's clear, or that you can see the bottom. Doesn't take long at all. And I like these cups. These are condiment cups, and you can get them off of Amazon, I believe, or you can also find them at Sam's. And it's a hard lip. It has a hard lip on them, so it's very easy to pour. As you can see, it's not running down the side of the cup. And this will set up in about 10 minutes. You can pop it out. And there's just so many things that you can do with these. You can put them on furniture, you can put them on books, you can put them on bottles. Doesn't matter. And what I like is there's no waste. So that's not enough to fill that one. So I will just leave it in there. It'll start turning white. And then whenever I mix up some more, I'll just fill that in and you'll never know. You'll never be able to tell. And what I am using, as you can see, I ended up putting the wrong lid on the wrong one. So always make sure you get the right lids on the right bottles. So you'll see that that will start turning. I'm going to scoot that over so that I can show y'all. And as you can see, these were the ones that I had kind of started with on the canvas. And I had just taken Miss Lillian's wood stain. And I just took my finger and I ran over the top of it like that. And I may do that with what I have on there. But I mean, and that stays. Once it's dry, it's not going anywhere. And it's really pretty. But a lot of time, if I'm using them on other things, I will just spray paint them black, and then I'll use my gilding jewels on them to make them really pretty and stand out. And most of y'all have already seen me do that. Now, also, I have a video. You'll have to go back and, oh, I don't know. It's been several months ago, December, I believe, where I had added pigments in with my Amazing, and it's a game changer to kind of do things a little different that way. I think it was raw umber that I had added in, and it really was a very pretty color. I'm trying to get on my Facebook page. Let me okay, now how I did this canvas is different than the other paint pours that I have done. See how this is turning white in the center? I'm gonna use a medicine syringe to suck it out or in. And I'm using denim and Miss Lillian's wood stain and red wagon. And then I'm using her picket fence. And y'all, I'm not adding any water. I'm not adding anything. The only thing that I am adding is, you'll see how I do it. I use the floor trowel. But what I did, oh, I didn't get me a, here's one right here. I'll just use my baby wipe. I have baby wipes every time I paint. But I just take, and I'm gonna pull this up into the syringe, okay? And then I'm gonna come to the center of my canvas, and I'm just gonna squeeze that out, okay? And then I'm gonna go to the red, put it right in the center, squeeze it out. Done the white, the picket fence. Look, see, it's already, and I have no oil in this at all. I'm just a jabbering, and I haven't even got on my Facebook page yet. But I don't guess it matters as long as y'all can see me. And then I'm going to take the floor trowel and I'm going to put it in the center of the white. And then I just start back over with the blue. And it takes a little while to do this, but I just wanted to do something a little different. And I know that there's no way I can probably duplicate that one, but that's okay, just so that it is similar. I don't guess it even has to be similar. And I just kept going until I got it took a while. Oh, I don't know. 15, 20 minutes, I guess, the other day. But I just really felt like the two canvases that I had done needed something to go with them. And I thought these would really make a nice setting. Oh, and I'll show y'all. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it or not. Hopefully, this will be in for retail before long. Can y'all see that, how shiny that is? This is a 2-part epoxy that I poured on this canvas today. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? And the underneath, that was Miss Lillian's Hippie Days glaze on the canvas, and I just kept waiting and waiting, so I'm hoping that we'll be carrying the 2-part epoxy. I love it. I forgot where I was. Okay. And for those that are sticking around, what I'm going to be doing for the next, I don't know, a couple of months, I thought I would try something a little fun to reward all of those who have supported me and shared all of my lives and bear through watching me. That for everyone, but you'll have to comment so I'll know that you've been here and where you're from. And if you will do that, then your name is going to be put in a drawing. And each Friday for the next couple of months, I will announce who the winner is. I don't know if I'm going to do like a 25% off if you want to purchase product, or if I will send you a brush and a brush cleaner, or maybe a sample of paint. I think what I'll do is I'll take and put 4 or 5 different items in a jar, in one jar, and then everybody's name in another jar. I'll draw what the prize is going to be, and then the person that's going to win it. And for those that come in on a Friday, and I only do the lives on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so whoever comes in on Fridays and comments, you'll be put into the next week. See, I've already kind of got something a little different going on there, but it's because I was holding it like this instead of straight up and down. But it almost looks like rings of a tree. And then you have to keep up with which color you're doing. See, and you could stop and you could, you know, roll it, twist it. Shake it. Just depends on the kind of look that you're going for. I really am liking that. Let's see, I've still not got my comment where I can see who all's on in the comments. I've not got my comment where I can see. And then I forgot to turn my sound. I always forget to do that. because if you don't, then I can hear myself on the computer. And you can also, for a different look, I use the lubricating spray. It really doesn't give a lot because it's not being mixed in with your paint, but it'll kind of give. And this one, I had a few areas that, if y'all can kind of see, I had a few right here of the sails, which I liked, and then it gave a different effect there. I really wasn't going for large sails. I was just more or less playing to see what would happen. And you can see that there's some there. And as well, doing this, I have learned there's another one that I did by putting the spray on the top. If you're going to do the 2-part epoxy, I have found that it will sometimes fisheye on you and cause dimples. But I had one art piece that dimpled, fisheyed like that on me, but it was absolutely the most perfect pattern all over, so I left it because it looked like I had done it on purpose. And I'm not going to tell them I didn't, but it really turned out very pretty. In fact, I used Miss Lillian's Metalsmith, her patina kit, and the lapis, and then I done the pour over it. It was really pretty. Okay. I really don't want to tip it too much because I just want to keep letting it move by itself. For some reason, it's not letting me see all who is on. Oh, wow. Huh. Like our friend Jane. Yeah. Barbara. I think we're planning on a fall extravaganza with Jane and myself and Kathy from Reimagined Surfaces. We would like to get some more to come. Anyway, it's just something that we've kind of talked about and played with the idea of getting some of us together and showing some of our finishes and more or less playing, because I sure had a good time whenever I was at Jane's earlier this year. Y'all, this one, I'm liking this one better than I did that one. Let's see. I'm going to put this up here so maybe y'all can see. Oops. Oh, the air is on. Oh, wow. Can y'all see what that just did? Is that not cool? Can y'all see all them little bitty cells that it just created right there? That is really cool. And that's kind of why I was doing that the other day, is because normally I always add the oil in. And I really don't want to make a mess, but I see that I have. Let me see if I can get that off. And also, I want to tell y'all, in playing, I actually don't usually get a chance to play whenever I'm doing this. It's just go and get it done, you know. And I'm taking a chance because sometimes I don't know if it's going to work or not. luckily everything I've done so far live has worked. But whenever I was doing this one, I didn't like how it came out. So I stopped, and I literally put this in the sink and took my sprayer, and every bit of it washed off. So say you're playing with the wood, with the wood stain, it will wash right off of the canvas. I was really shocked, and it didn't stain it or anything. It was just like nothing had ever been on it. And so then I started over again, and it really turned out very cool the second time. That looks like a tornado. All right, we're gonna do some more. Boy, I almost messed up. I almost spilled that everywhere. Oh, looky here. See, that has already set up. I know it's been over 10 minutes. See how easy, I mean, that just pops right out. And also, now whenever this sets up, now it's pliable right now, which is great, but say you've done several of these and they get hard, and then say you want to work with them. I just take a hairdryer or a heat gun, and I will heat them up and they'll bend again. So even if you do pour some up, you can always make them pliable again. But is that not absolutely gorgeous? I think that is just so intricate. That'd be very pretty on a piece of furniture. And this one, see, it's gotten hard, but I haven't filled it up. So the next time, whenever I go to fill it up, all I have to do is just pour right over it, and you'll never know the difference. So there's no waste. Okay. I'm actually I have not done a complete piece of furniture, and y'all watch. So I'm kind of trying to get a little bit of feedback if some of y'all would be interested in watching me do a whole piece. I don't know that I want to do a live that long, but it is something I have been toying with. But thing is I'm going to have to wait until it cools off a little bit. Of course, I guess I could bring it in here in the kitchen. Okay, let's see what we get here. Oh, wow. See, I made another. Oh, Bobby's gonna be mad again. I've messed up another one of his towels. Okay. See how the oil separated that? Isn't that pretty? Oh, thanks, Barbara. We had a good time doing it together too. It's funny how whenever I'm with Jane or Kathy, a lot of people kind of think that we practice the way things turn out, but we don't. It just seems to happen that way. I don't know why. Main thing is we have a good time together. That's what's important. Uh-oh. I do not know where that came from. Okay, I just want to make sure that I get it as kind of out like I did the other one from the edges. And I love these colors. I think they are really pretty. Of course, I don't guess there is a color that I don't like. I'm the same way with fabric as well. It's just I don't get much of a chance to sew anymore, and I love to sew. You have a chair. Does the chair have fabric on it, Barbara, that you want to paint? Okay, you know what? I wonder. Let's just pour it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Wow. I may have wished I hadn't have done that. Oh, well. Wow, wow. Okay, let's do this again. Very interesting. I have a piece that it's pretty old that I am thinking about doing blending on. So I was thinking about using that for my live of my piece of furniture. Okay, I'm going to add a little more right in here. And two, what I'm trying to do is finish up, because you know the lives, a lot of times we end up with pieces that that are laying everywhere that's not finished. So that's why I was kind of doing this, because this needed to be finished. Now, okay, that really added some in there. That is so cool. All right, now I got over here and I didn't want that. So I'm gonna wash that off. Okay, I think I'm gonna still move this around just a little bit. It doesn't quite have to be as out to the edges as the other one, just close, I think. Okay, I think we're getting there. And then I'll show you how I did the lines in there. Yes, we're finally getting there. I just don't want to mix it too much because then I will end up with too much of the purple. And I don't want that. I don't want that either. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to come in here with some of the blue. The red. And you can see it does not take much paint to do this, or stain. This is stain. See how that did right here? I really like how that did. Okay, I think that has just about got it the way that I want it. And what I did to get these lines is I used a nail. And I started in here and I just kind of worked it around like that. And I may let this set up for a little bit and come back. And there's no real rhyme or reason of where I'm going with it. I'm just kind of pulling it. Oh, I am really liking this one. But I say that about every time I do one because they're all so different. Actually, I had done one. This is the one which has the 2-part epoxy pour over it, and I done it, and as you can see, it really turned out a lot of purple in here, which was fine. And I wish that I hadn't have done what I did to that one, because I had done the circle just like y'all had seen here, and then I took a chip brush and I started in the center and I pulled it real quick and came up with it, and it just literally looked like fireworks. And I've not tried to reproduce that again, but it was really pretty. All right, y'all, I am really liking this. Is that not cool? So I'm going to have these two. Let me move this out of the way. I think those two, and as this dries, I'm probably going to manipulate this a little bit and taking it and to get it to move that way. And then again, I may not, because I really am liking that and I don't want to mess that up. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it alone, because sometimes it's better not to do that. Because something's telling me don't do that. But this is the one that y'all saw me do in the live the other night with using the wood stains and the Chalk Couture inks. And then this is the one that I did with the other saying. And I know that it's backwards, and normally let me see if I can fix that. Okay, there we go. And whenever, I know that we use the inks a lot, and the paste, whenever you're doing the paste, you have to be careful to not take too long, because whenever you pull your transfer up, sometimes it will pull the paste up. Well, I had missed a few of my letters in here, even with using the ink, and so even though it had gotten some, but it looked skippy. So what I did is you can always fix it. That's what I tell everybody whenever I do a class. There's nothing that you can't fix. So what I did is I washed my transfer, I let it dry, and then I carefully laid it back on here after all of the ink had dried, and you cannot even tell it. I mean, it went down perfect, and all I did was these 3 letters right here. There was just a few areas that were not filled in well. So don't get discouraged if you do mess up like that, because you can always go back and fix it. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this. And I have links for the molds and everything. So just remember that if you were here, to say something so that I'll know that you're here, and then your name will be added into the drawing. And or I may give it 25% off. I haven't decided yet, or I may put that in the jug and along with a couple of other products, and I'll draw to see what you're going to win, and then I'll draw a name as well. So I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. So I am going to get off of here, and for some reason, there we are. So y'all have a very blessed evening, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.